Ever wondered who is the best among the master strikers? And I'm not talking here who is the best on the pitch, but rather who is the best at coaching. One might think it's definitely Snuffy, however even the master strategist has a catch to his coaching. And so let's figure out who is the best by ranking the master strikers in terms of their coaching skills. At number 5 I have Loki, who had no interest in teaching anything to his players. The only thing that was on his mind was actually to make Charles a better player for him so he can surpass Noah. And so he really is the worst master striker. At number 4 however we've got Levi, who actually is in the same boat as Loki. However, Levi ended up showing interest in both Bachira and Otoya because they actually matched his crazy and his freedom. But other than this, he really isn't better than Loki. At number 3, we've got everyone favorite backstabber, Noah. Now, despite him betraying both Isigi and Igagori, and him showing that his true intention of joining the Neo Egoist League is actually to find a worthy opponent, Noah is still one of the best master strikers, as he really taught everything he could about rationality and being logical to his players, and even showing interest and compassion to the likes of Kunigami, Yuki, and Kiora. However, I really feel his personality held him from becoming the best coach, and so he is at number 3. At number 2 however, I'm actually putting Mark Snuffy here. Now you might think that Snuffy is the best, however as I said there is a catch to his coaching. You see, Snuffy was a very safe player and by extension coach. Everything he taught his players was actually to prevent them from failing and not really to make them soar high. And only after embracing Baro's idea that I can see Snuffy doing this. However, the coach that actually gave everything and really tried to make his players the best is without a doubt Chris Prince. As honestly he showed an insane amount of compassion not only to his players but actually to the other players from different teams like he did with Yuki. And honestly before I always thought Snuffy is the best, however much like Isigi discovered, Snuffy's safe tactics really kill the ego of the player. And so despite him caring a lot about his players, I really do not think he is nurturing them the best way. Unlike Chris Prince, who is the definite best coach in the Neo Egoist League.